Welcome to the Real Deal Kitchen reboot. We've had a bit of a summer hiatus, and we have today perhaps one of two or three late summer installments before I'm planning on ramping up for the fall with perhaps a bit more uh, scheduled, if you will, programming. So while we've been on hiatus for the last few weeks, actually over a month, to say it like it is, the real deal. I've been going back and forth to my home in Brooklyn. In fact, I think that's where the last installment of the Real Deal Kitchen took place. And in the going back and forth, it's been wonderful, to say the least, to be at my home there. And it's also, since I had not been there for almost a full year, been a matter of getting my legs under me to the extent that I can, because I'm still, for the most part, in the wheelchair. And becoming acclimated to being in that space on the whole. And so, as everyone's been kind of on their summer schedule, I have been too. And so, what we're coming back with today is I'm working with a farm raised chicken from Northwest New Jersey. I'm forgetting the exact farm that it's from, but I've been working with a butcher here named Sebastian, and he owns a shop called the Pastoral Pig. And we got this chicken from him yesterday, and we just did a very quick dry brine of the chicken. My dad took the chicken apart yesterday, and now we did a dry brine this morning of salt and sugar. And no, we don't get a good view here of me. That's better. Salt and sugar and some allspice and chili pepper, bay leaf, and now I'm going to wipe it off, because with something like chicken, you don't really, especially if you cut it into pieces, you don't want the brine to be on there too long. The brine gives it some succulence and flavor to the meat. But again, you want to balance that out. Not too long with the brine, because then it's going to start to draw too much moisture out. So we're going to wipe that off and let it air dry so that the skin starts to firm up around the meat. And then when we sear it, before I bake it off in a cast iron pan in the oven, the skin will be nice and golden. So that's what we're doing here at the moment, and we haven't quite figured out how to get this camera completely set for sitting to standing. So I'm going to let my dad become free of holding the camera in place, and me, I'm not familiar with standing that much at the oven or the stove. So I'm going to wipe this off now, and then later on, once it dries out a bit, or firms up a little bit from having been seasoned this way, we will sear it in a cast iron pan and then put it in a hot oven. And all told, that'll be about 4 minutes searing and about 10 minutes in the hot oven, and then you're all set. So it's a wonderful way to flavor your chicken. It won't need to be seasoned again after it's been brined like this. We'll just roast it with some lemon wedges and some thyme, just to give some aromatic top notes to the flavoring, and serve it with, I don't know, something from the garden, maybe some grilled zucchini that's actually from the farmer's market, some scallions, and some crusty bread, and that's about all you need. So we will be returning more often with more regularly scheduled programming as we move into September, and I'm looking forward to being back more regularly. And thanks for coming back and for your patience. signing off from the Real Deal Kitchen. Now we have the big hand.